and welcome to the vlog. So, I have no idea what Mummy's doing right now.
Mummy's cleaning up water from the floor because...
Oh yeah.
Because
my bag was leaking.
Yes.
So it landed in a puddle, so yeah. I have come back from school to Mummy's. So basically Mummy was coming to pick me up and then Daddy came. So I had two parents coming to pick me up.
Was that good?
Yes, two parents don't usually pick me up.
No.
Yeah. So I like that. Well, okay.
Now, you said something when we came inside. What did you say?
I was going to make Elin's bed.
Yes, because Elin needs a pad.
I need to take my shoes off first.
Elin needs a pad change.
So I'm going to make Elin's bed. So she can have a pad change.
Yes, and Elin needs a dose of alimemazine, I think it's called.
Yeah. Mummy?
Yeah.
What's that?
New foot plates.
Don't know where those have come from.
That means that wheelchair services have been in school today. Did wheelchair services come to school today? Did they? Did they come and fix your chair for you? Yeah? Oh, they did!
Oh, so now...
That's nice.
Now she can't her foot again there. Because these are here, so she can't break my foot there. Nice.
Bit more comfortable for you, is it, Elin? No, don't take those off yet.
Okay.
Because I'm not taking Elin out yet, remember?
Another poo, okay.
Another poo.
Another poo.
Elin, the cat. Oh my god. There's poo everywhere. There is poo everywhere. You're nice and warm. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, now I finally got some energy. I had a sip of Dr. Pepper. There was Dr. Pepper in the living room. I had a sip.
Send help.
Yeah, I got energy.
We need to cut your fingernails.
Wow, those are long.
Yeah, they are.
Ooh. And her toenails.
And her toenails, okay. Right, so.
Oh, someone's stinky.
Yes.
Someone's very cute. And another cutie. And another cutie. And another cutie. Oh, I just...
Alimemazine, I was right. I said it right, Elin.
Okay, you get that.
Whew, goodness me.
I love you. I love you.
So,
I love you.
I have just said to Alice that she's not allowed to undo Elin's foot straps and that we have new foot plates on Elin's wheelchair. And I've also said that we have to cut Elin's fingernails. And these things are incredibly relevant to the vlog because this is a vlog about the fact that we are under safeguarding investigation for Elin and have to be very careful and make sure that there are no injuries that we can get blamed for, because we have social services breathing down our necks and being very worried that we are deliberately harming our child. Sounds fun, doesn't it? So Alice is not allowed to undo Elin's foot straps because then Elin can move her feet and get them caught and injure herself. And yeah, but I also think these foot plates are keeping her a bit more comfortable and in a better seating position because they're further forward. And obviously cutting Elin's fingernails so that she doesn't scratch herself. And Elin has a new medicine that she needs to have 4 times a day. So I'm giving her a dose now. Because she's had a dose in the morning, she's had a dose at lunchtime at school.
Hopefully.
Did you hear the sarcasm there? Hopefully. Yes. She will have had her dose at school. Hopefully. And now she's having one for the afternoon, and then she's going to have her 4th dose tonight when we do all the evening medicines.
Why am I getting so distracted? I'm not doing Elin's bed.
Is she not? Is she getting distracted and not doing your bed? Yeah.
I'm getting distracted, okay?
Okay. Your hair's very beautiful, girl. Who did your hair today? It looks very pretty.
Let me see.
Did I distract you again?
Oh, Caitlin did.
Oh, Caitlin did that. All right.
But
Back to making bed. Back to bed making. Stay on task. Yes. So I just bashed Elin in the face and elbowed Alice in the face. So you know, I'm on the safeguarding investigation from social services. Please don't pass this video on to. Oh.
You are very funny.
Thank you, darling. I'm glad one of us is amused.
There you go. Okay. Let's fit her.
How about?
You put it on.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually looks very nice.
Cool. Thank you.
Ow, my back. My back.
Don't send this to social services.
My back's a bit sore, so.
Why is your back sore?
I have no idea. And whenever you massage it, it hurts.
Oh, you poor thing.
Up here.
Oh.
By my neck. Ow.
So I basically haven't vlogged about this yet, but last year in November, Elin sprained her ankle. And that's what kicked this whole safeguarding thing off, because we have a child who on paper is non-mobile and non-verbal and deemed vulnerable, and how the heck did she sprain her ankle to the point where she had a massive big bruise and enormous swelling, and I had to take her to hospital and get her x-rayed and make sure that nothing was broken. So it was the hospital who reported this as a safeguarding concern, and they told me they were going to do it, and I think it's important that they take safeguarding seriously with these children, so I'm not that upset about it. But it came at a time when I was already above and beyond capacity for what I was capable of dealing with. And then I had this safeguarding investigation being thrown on me as well. So that was very frustrating. Now, I never filmed Elin's foot at the time, but I did take photos. So I'm going to put in some photos here of what it looked like when I took her into hospital and what it looked like over the following days when the swelling went down a bit but the bruising got a lot worse. And honestly, it's not until now that the bruising's gone, because Elin has such bad circulation to her feet that when she bruises it stays for a long time.
It does.
Now, I am not deliberately hurting my child.
No.
Daddy is not deliberately hurting his child. Elin's carer is not deliberately hurting Elin. Nobody is actively harming Elin. But we have to report every bruise, every scratch, every mark, and say where we think it comes from. And we're going to have to keep doing that for a long time. And it's very frustrating. And with Elin's foot, I actually don't fully know how it happened. I don't. And it happened when she was with me. And I still don't fully know how it happened. I have two theories. Alice, go and make Elin's bed. Theory number one is that Elin somehow got her foot caught between the two foot plates of the wheelchair and she twisted it there. I think that's the less likely theory. My other theory is that Elin kicked while she was sitting on the sofa and managed to land her foot against the armrest on the sofa in such a way that it twisted. And I actually think that's what happened. Because Elin was in a mood. She was pissed off. She was tired, she was angry, she was moody, she was probably hormonal. She was in a mood. And we have this every day. Every day Elin screams for a couple of hours and we can't calm her down. And when Elin screams, she is flailing, she is kicking, she is headbutting, and she kicks like a mule. She is strong. So that's how I think it happened. And, you know, it's a shame it happened. I'm really grateful it wasn't worse than a sprain. I took her straight down to hospital as soon as me and Elin's carer discovered that Elin's foot was swollen, to make sure that it wasn't broken. Was really, actually it was, I did something. You know, we're very well known at our local hospital, right? And Elin has what's called open access to the pediatric ward. So if she starts vomiting and seizing, we call the pediatric ward and say, she's having one of her turns, can we bring her in? And they go, yeah, wheel her straight in. Now, obviously for this, it wasn't a question of going to the pediatric ward, it was a question of going to A&E. But I called them up and I said, hey, listen, something's happened to Elin's foot. I need to bring her down to A&E to get her x-rayed. Can you call ahead? So they did. Which meant that when we turned up, we were treated like royalty. We had a nurse standing by the door waiting for us, taking us straight into a side room. We got to bypass the queue for x-rays. We barely turned up at the side room before we went out again and went into x-ray. We were seen super quickly. It was super efficient. It was fantastic. Rather than sitting there waiting and not knowing or anything. So, you know, if you have a disabled child and you have good contacts at your hospital, call ahead, is my recommendation. And it was only sprained. She was given a walking boot to help support it, but honestly, it wasn't really relevant to use it. And it was just a question of not having any physiotherapy, not using the standing frame in school, and being careful with her. And she has healed and she is fine and she's back to kicking. Aren't you? You're back to kicking. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And we now write body maps every day. Every day we look her over from top to bottom and report every bruise, scratch and mark we see. And school does the same. So if school discovers a bruise that me or dad hasn't reported, they immediately call the social worker, who immediately runs into school to look at it and then calls me and dad to find out what's going on. It is that intense. And we also have more child in need meetings. So we had a child in need meeting very recently, which I'm going to tell you about from the living room, after I've given Madam a clean pad and gotten the nail scissors so I can cut her nails. Yeah, so this is where I think she injured her foot, because this is the foot she injured. So if you imagine that she's sitting here, she's angry, she's kicking, she may have kicked like so and caught it on here and twisted it. That's how I think this sprain happened. Is she your sister?
She's my sister.
Yeah.
She's not your daughter, she's my sister.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's your daughter, but she's my sister.
That's the most important part of this, yes? Let me... Yes, you shall get her. You shall get her. Don't you worry. There she is. But a very frustrating part in this is that we now have a social worker who doesn't know Elin, who's telling me and Dad what we are allowed and not allowed to do. So we are not allowed to keep her feet unstrapped when she's in the wheelchair. And there's an awful lot of things we shouldn't be doing. Neither of us should be lifting her anymore. You can clearly see I am still lifting her, because what am I going to do? And this
it's
place...
not like we can bring out the hoist all the time.
No. And the place I'm moving to is even smaller, right? So
we're not going to be able to have the hoist.
Well, I'm taking it down there, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we can put it.
We are, and Dad's place is not adapted either.
She's very tired.
She is very tired, but I want her sitting up, Alice.
Why can't she lay down?
Because I want her sitting up.
Okay.
Because I need to cut her fingernails, don't I? And I need to give her some more water.
She's mine.
She is yours. She is yours.
She's mine. Okay, on a second.
And Alice is probably not supposed to be handling her the way she's handling her either, according to social services.
Well, they haven't said anything about that.
No. Yes, we had a child in need meeting. Sorry, I need to look at what I'm doing here rather than at the camera right now for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
We had a child in need meeting, and it was very clear from social services that they wanted this to be all about Elin's injuries and Elin's bruises and what are we going to do about it and where is it all coming from. And Elin's dad and I had not compared notes ahead of time. We had not talked before the meeting, but we both took the same stance, which was, and this is something I've been saying for a long time, Elin is under-medicated. Elin's needs are not being met by her doctors, by her medical professionals around her. So that was the stance I took in the meeting, and that was the stance Dad took in the meeting, and that was the stance the school nurse took in the meeting as well. So I have mentioned in another vlog that we're moving Elin onto something called the symptoms management team. So this is basically a multidisciplinary team that are taking over coordinating Elin's care.
Is it Keach?
Keach is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the...
So they're also going to be having me in Sparkle's group?
Yeah, so Keach is our local hospice. They do end-of-life care, but they also do respite care, and they do a lot of support for families. And we were with Keach, but that kind of fell off the radar for us when, around the time that me and the girls' dad split up. Partly, Elin never did very well with overnight stays at Keach. They weren't quite capable of dealing with Elin's symptoms and Elin's condition when she was there. And actually, one of the last overnight stays that Elin was supposed to have there, she choked on what she was drinking, panicked. They read that as a seizure, called an ambulance. And then, of course, when an ambulance has been called, parents have to be called, and we had to go into Luton Hospital and pick her up. This was my last attempt of going on a date with my then husband and try to talk. For us to actually try and get somewhere with our relationship. So it was quite a big thing for me to have that one ruined. And this is because Keach can't offer regular overnight stays. So she has another respite home where she is 2 nights every month. She knows them, they know they know her, everybody's comfortable, and they know how to deal with her because it's regular, it's every month. Whereas at Keach, they can't offer regular because they always have to prioritise peripatetic care. So
they basically offer whenever they have a space.
Yeah, whenever they have a space, and if that space is needed more by somebody else, you lose it.
Yes.
Yeah. But they offer a lot of family support. So they have the most amazing hydrotherapy pool in existence.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember it.
You don't remember, but we're going to start going there again, which I'm really looking forward to.
I'm excited to do my meeting.
Yeah, and then they have something called the Sparklers group, which is the sibling carer group. So Alice is going in a week. Alice is going in to meet with the people who run Sparklers for the first time.
Yeah. A week?
Yeah, get to know them a bit.
So this week and next week and then...
It's next week. So Sparklers is like a play group for sibling carers, and they do art therapy and music therapy. I don't know if they actually call it that in the group, but they do lots of activities and they have a lot of fun together. And they also have...
I'm excited for the art part and the music part.
Yeah, and they have people, so if you're a sibling carer and you're very upset about something, you can ask for a chance to speak to somebody, and they have people who you can speak to. So I'm super excited for Alice for this. I have been offered some talking therapy, which I much need. It's going to be a while before I get it because with everything there's a waiting list, but I've had my assessment call. And
there is talking therapy at Keach for adults as well.
Yeah, and she's going to refer me for some massage therapy.
Yes.
I'm going to get some massages.
I wish that I could go there.
Well, we shall see. We'll have to ask. And also, symptoms management have had their first MDT meeting. That's a multidisciplinary team meeting. They called together all of Elin's medical professionals. Neuro wasn't there because neuro is currently off. And they're not happy about this, so they are going to chase up another neurologist and get a decision. But that MDT meeting, what came out of that was Elin got a prescription for this medicine I gave her earlier, alimamazine, which is it's been given to Elin as an antiemetic, a medicine to help her stop vomiting. Because Elin's vomiting is out of control, she's no longer gaining weight, she is back to failing to thrive. She's not growing. She's basically not getting enough calories.
So, and also we haven't got any medicine for her seizures.
Good use of a swear word there. That was in context and appropriate for the context. I might actually keep it in. or I'll meow it out or something.
Like I.
Yeah, this is the problem. So
I'm
Elin,
not really expressing any emotion because I'm very tired.
well, yeah, Elin needs another anti-seizure medicine. We need to try something else, and she also needs more antispasms because she has a lot of spasms and tenseness.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see here,
She's
actually very tense, and
yeah, she's hitting me with the elbow right here.
yeah,
So
she is.
ouch.
Yeah, so she has spasms in the form of jerking. She has spasms in the form of tensing up, which is what she's doing now. She has spasms in the form of getting tremors in various muscles, so they just start shaking, particularly her legs. Yeah, and I've been fighting for a long time now to get more medication prescribed to her, and we're not getting any. And she's had 2 EEGs, neither of which show any epileptic activity. So we're now back to, well, we don't know what she has. We don't know if it is seizures. Oh. And this is unkind. This is an unkind thing to say, but I think I'm onto something. Elin's neurologist is in love with the keto diet. She wants us to go on keto. And Dad and I are saying no for a lot of reasons, Elin's vomiting being one of them. It is not reasonable to put Elin on the keto diet where her ketones have to be controlled to the smallest micromilligram when we cannot control what stays inside her body. And so I kind of feel that because we're saying no to keto, we're just getting, oh, well, we don't want to do anything then. Which I don't know if it's true, but it feels that way. Yeah, so kind of for Elin's stomach, for her gastro issues, things are now happening thanks to this symptoms management team. And for general family support, things are happening thanks to this symptoms management team, but we're still waiting on neuro for dealing with Elin's spasms and seizures, and I am quite frustrated. Yeah, so that's where we're at, and that's why we're under safeguarding investigation. And oh yes, of course. So a big problem with this is the manual handling of Elin, because we are basically not handling Elin the way that we should, and it's dangerous to her and it's dangerous to us.
Yes.
And of course, you know, we have this issue of being, you know, she has 2 homes and who is eligible for what. Daddy lives in the house that he and I bought together when we were still together. And that's not really suitable to adapt, but okay,
No.
we'll see what we can do. I'm renting privately, which is not suitable for adaptations either. And everybody in social services who've been involved with Elin have kept telling me that only Dad is eligible for social housing, because he's the one who gets the benefits. Even social housing, when I've spoken to the helpline, have told me the same thing. And then I went in to meet with social housing because I was like, okay, I'm going to go in and fight this. And this wonderful man said, there is a solution. What you need is to get a lawyer to draft a letter saying you have 50-50 custody. And when you have that letter, get an OT assessment for what Elin's housing needs are, and then we'll get the ball rolling and we'll get you both sorted with suitable social housing that you both get to adapt. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Amazing.
Relax.
So we have a solution now. So yes, I'm moving into somewhere that's even more unsuitable than this place.
Relax.
She is tensing up.
Relax. Good go.
I'm moving somewhere that's even less suitable than this place, but it's gonna be temporary. And I just need to move out. I need to move in. I need to get my feet back on the ground so that I can step off from there again and get things going.
Like when that man said that to Mummy felt like she could breathe in 1 month.
For the first time in 2 months, I felt like I could actually breathe, yeah. Oh, wonderful. And because I had started a joint social housing application for me and Rob many years ago, that was still on their system, and then I had to start a new social housing application for myself. So he looked at this and he went, I'll take you off the old application. I just need to get his national insurance number, and then he already has a started application, so he doesn't have to start straight from scratch with his. So this guy is super helpful, absolutely wonderful, and yeah, we're gonna get a lot of things happening now. And yeah, I just need to finish packing and actually moving before then. Yeah, so things are looking up, things are getting better. It's been really tough. December and January were horrible months, absolutely awful months with everything going on. We had, you know, I was stretched so thin before that, and then we had the safeguarding investigation and changing Elin over to symptoms management and getting evicted from our place and work being insane. Work is still insane. It's getting insaner by the day actually, but I'm on annual leave for a week now, so I don't care. And just everything going on. I was so frazzled. I get winter depressions anyway, so I was really struggling with my mental health and with my mood. My anxiety levels were through the roof. I do not want to know what my blood pressure was during those 2 months. Yeah, it's been hard. It's been really hard. And I'm super grateful to you guys. The wonderful comments and support and encouragement that I get from you who are watching my vlogs. It is beautiful, and there's so much love in our little community here on Parentxp, and I'm ever so grateful. You guys are amazing. But we are gonna stop filming because Alice is starting to take it into her own hands to sort dinner out. What are you doing? Yes, so I need to feed my kids, and we need to have a nice calm evening, and we're gonna have lots of cuddles, and we're gonna put both kids to bed, and you're gonna sleep the whole night. Please, fingers crossed. I can't cross my fingers, Mummy. I've got cerebral palsy. I don't know how to cross fingers. And I'm coming back again very soon. So I'll see you again. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you become one by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. And remember, we love you lots. Bye! Mwah.